Yeah, I'm stepping out in the backyard. We had quite the storm yesterday and had a lot of straight winds, about 60 miles an hour, and so I kind of lost a tree, and it looks like the DX Commander stayed up just fine. The winds were coming from this direction, and just were probably in the 60 mile an hour range. This mast right here was bending way over. I have a picture of it I might put in the video. But yeah, this limb just came down and fell. Sorry about that. Anyway, it's running quite a, or I pretty much had a bad deal, and I think that tree, I'm going to have it taken out. It's a larger tree anyway over in here, and I don't know if you can really see it, but back over there is the where I've tied off the edge of the infed half wave, and it may be hard to see in the video, but the wire is going up, and essentially it comes up to that mast topper at the top of that 34-foot mast, and it comes down to the mast. I was going to show how I've got these masts oriented. They're or not oriented, but how they're mounted. So this one is the carbon fiber mast. It did not move. It's also 34 foot, and it did not move last night or bend or anything. It stayed up and held out against the wind, but there's nothing really much on it. So this one is basically what I do is I use these bungee tie type things, the ball things, where you loop it through each other. I don't know if you can see that or how much you can see of it, but I loop it through there against this metal post here, and that metal post is it's I can't remember the width. I think it's 3 inches because I've tried to do it or tried to buy mounts for them. But anyway, the bungee cords work real well against these carbon fiber masts. These are the ones from Gigaparts. And then here I've got the double chain link fence rail, and it's got the moccasin and a 2-meter 440 Yagi on it, and basically it's just sitting in this thing, and then I just armchair rotate it. Now the way it's oriented right now, that was via just from the windstorm that came through. It turned it so that it would resist the wind the least. And then this is the carbon fiber, or sorry, the fiberglass mast. And you can see here, I don't even have it all the way up, but it's holding out against that wire up there, and it's bent over. It was not quite as bent over as it was last night. I'm going to try and pull it and see if I can get it to. Nah. Sometimes I can do that, and the wire will release it and let it flow back, and I may have to, I don't know if you can see it, but it's tied off in that tree over there. And that gets me, I mean, it's working really well. I got Hawaii and Australia on it. In fact, I got Australia this morning at 20 watts off this infed halfway. So it's up there doing pretty well. I'm going to show you one other mounting technique I have in the yard. Plus I need to kind of check this mast anyway. I've got lots of masts here. And somewhere in this ground is the one of my loop on the grounds. So this is another. I've got to get these areas up. I've got a couple of antennas here, but this one I actually found these mounts that will fit around this pipe and then clamp that pipe down. I've got one on the very bottom and then one here, and it goes up about 20 feet. Again, the top of it is a 220 megahertz Ed Fong antenna, as well as a one of my 80 meter infed half waves goes through it and then goes over to a mast at the far end of the yard. And that mast at the far end of the yard, it really, because of all the trees that are around it in the house and everything, it's not, it didn't take much of a hit. And it's also set up with the bungee cord method against the mast, or against the metal post. You know, and it goes up as high as that tree. I just don't want to go up into the neighbor's trees because that actually hangs down in the front yard, and I don't have any place to really put it. So anyway, I hope this recording comes out well, but because I'm going to have to eventually take down the, I'm going to have to get that tree taken care of and get that stuff taken out. Anyway, this is Don N5SKT. Thanks for watching. Anyway, this is Don N5SKT. Thanks for watching.